Good evening, good evening, good evening. Welcome to another episode of the Upfront Mind, Body, and Soul podcast, where I'm your host, Michelle Bolden Hammond. And listen, tonight we have the favor. I've been using this for the last couple of minutes. I've been using that word favor because every time someone comes to this show, that shows that I'm favored, because you know what? They're taking time from themselves to come to share with me to you audience. So tonight we have singer Yvette, who is here with us tonight. And she is here because as of May 19th, she has dropped a single. A single. And you know what? The words of the single is called More Today Than Yesterday. That speaks a whole lot. So welcome, Yvette. Welcome here to the Upfront Mind, Body, and Soul.
Thank you very much.
Yes, we are. I'm excited. I'm excited because let me tell you. You're excited. So I'm telling you, when last year, and we're gonna get more into that about collaborations and who you collaborated with. You and matter of fact, everyone, you're gonna hear, if you want hear something about some jazz on Sunday nights, I would suggest we're going to talk about that later too, because she has a phenomenal 2-hour jazz. If you're a jazz person, you want to hit up listening to this on Sunday nights, but we're going to give you all that information too later. But let's talk about this single. The words are so profound. More today than yesterday. Because tell us about that, Yvette.
Like I said, I am just blessed to have been Tim and Koya from Jamai Love Records label came to me and said, hey, we would like for you to, I have a song for you to record. And so we would like for you to record it. And I was like, okay. So he gave it to me, sent it to me last year. And again, it's a song that was recorded back in 1969. From a group by the name of the Spiral Staircase. And I'm pretty sure when people hear the song, they're going to go, oh, wait a minute, I've heard this song before. And so when you hear it, when you hear it out in the way they did it, it's fast, it's a pop song. But then the way that Tim Taylor, who is the producer of this song, slowed it down, made it like a jazz, neo, funky R&B, like, sexiness, like, yeah. So I'm excited. I'm excited.
And we got a little snippet of it. It really sounds really, really good, because I don't know, as you know as well, I'm a musician as well. I don't know from you. Now I'm going to ask this question, because I know we have a lot of stuff going on out there with music. And this is something personal. Now, audience, don't get mad with me when I say this. But I'm the type of person, I have, the young crew, anybody can make a song now. But what I know is that we have an age of this AI stuff, right? And it's really taken away from true, authentic singing in our genre today.
Yes, I agree.
Do you agree with that?
I definitely agree with that.
I definitely agree. A couple weeks ago, I have a family member who produces and different stuff like that. So we had this conversation, and he said, well, that's the way it's going now. It's going with the auto tunes and all that type of stuff. Most of that is production, stage for production, but we fail to realize once those auto tunes keep rolling, if it's really good, if you really want to get your crowd stirred up, you can't go back to it.
No, you cannot.
You can't go back to it.
Yeah. So it's not authentic. It's not going to be authentic.
It's not authentic because
no.
you know, we go to concerts, we pay a lot of money for concerts and different. Play it again, start it from there. If it goes good, you got to tell, you know, well, if it goes really good, the crowd wants more, but you still have to keep it. And then, God forbid, with technology, that's why I don't scare. That's why I always ask for a band, because I rather like the live singing. And then you really can really see who a true artist is when they're singing live.
Exactly. I always say when I go to concerts, if they can stand up in their bare feet and sing with a band, they're a singer. Straight up.
Straight up.
They're a singer. They're
Straight up.
singing. But if they have to go and do all this dancing and they got a backing track, I'm like, nah, come on. What's up with that?
Right.
Where's your band at?
and you know, it's just something, but I can see how the tides of music is changing back to this era of the 70s.
Yes.
You know, God, for, you know, Bruno Mars, he did his thing with bringing back all those old tunes and bringing them back, you know, with all those sounds, the basement music. See, a lot of people might not think about what we talking about that, but the basement music. The basement music. So
I never had a basement, but blue light. I know what they.
But blue light, red light, purple light, the lava lights, whatever it is. But the basement music. I remember when we used to go to Baltimore to my aunt's house, and my cousins and them would be down in the basement. We had to go down in the basement, and it was dark and blue down there. And I remember them playing Stevie Wonder's song, I don't want to bore you with it.
Hey.
Yeah, oh, but I love you. I love that song. Yeah. And now you're hearing more of that genre that's coming back, which I feel is so important, because what we hear now, and I get it, everybody wants to be artists, show their creative side, but for this type of genre, it's a lot. It's coming back. It's coming back.
People want real singing. They want real singing. They want real performances.
Right.
And they want authentic voices instead of AI or auto-tune voices. They want genuine, real voices and real singing by real people. So
yeah. And you know, I'm a stickler that people get mad. You know, like I said, my younger cousin was like, well, that's the way it's going, and that's the way it's gonna be. I said, oh, okay. But you know, dealing with that, you know, people of our age, we're seasoned ages of wisdom. Yes. You know, that's another thing that we're seeing. We're saying, God, look at Charlie Wilson. He's doing it, you know.
Yeah, man.
He's doing it. So, you know, people always ask us, why now? You know, that's the question I always get. And I'll be like, why not?
Why not? Exactly.
Why not?
Why not now?
Why not? And why not? I think that they forget, you know, because, and we get it, with production and how to make money. It's about the sale. If you know, whatever. No, we don't want the older people, but I think there is some producers that need us.
Yes.
There are some producers who need us, this relic of what we need in our society today. Because you can say it had the music, the lyrics meant something back then, compared to what we have now. It's not to say that the people who don't write is creative, because it is, but it really meant something, and it moved something, and it made, like you could say, a lot of the songs were power statements. It talked about what was going on in our society and stuff. Now, wasn't a lot of that stuff where we having women being degraded, calling all kinds of names, or those typical things, because again, we talk about, it was a lot of powerful stuff within our community then. So can you share, as we talking about the creative process, can you share, how was this creative process for you?
It was just wonderful. It was absolutely wonderful. I have recorded before, but never like that, going into a studio, working with Bubby Fan. He's the co-producer on the song, and Tim DeTaylor. And Bubby is like a general. So it's Bubby Fan, the general. But it was incredible because Tim gave me the song way last year in July and said, Yvette, I want you to learn this song and I want you to take a month to learn this song. I'm ear trained. So for me, I need to hear the song over and over again. And maybe like the second or third time I hear it, I've got it. I've got the tone down. I've got the melody down in my head. And so he said, look, I want you to learn the song and then I want you to, then we're going to go into the studio and then we're going to work with Bubby on it. And then we're going to start to lay the track. And so really, I only really went twice. 2 2-hour sessions up in New Jersey and to Bubby Fan's studio and laid down the track. Laid down the both of the tracks, and all the background vocals is me. I'm like, wow. When I first heard the song, I was like, oh my goodness. And so he was able to take my vocals and layer them and pile them on, and just it was the creative process was just incredible. And Tim has been a music producer for like 20 years. So it was just incredible to be able to work with him and Bubby. Yeah.
It's exciting. It's like something happens in that studio, you know, when you go in there, especially when they tell you to do the run. They're like, don't do all of it, but do the run. Then they use that. Next thing you know, you're hearing that in the background. You're like, wow, how did that happen?
Girl,
but
I'm telling you, I was like, there was a couple of runs in there and he was like, try to moan. I said, moan where? He said, I want you to moan. And I like, moan and get sexy. And I'm like, okay, I'm trying. And then when he would come back and in that trying of it, he had already recorded it. And then he played it back and he said, that's it. And I'm like, but anyway, yeah. So yeah, again, the creative process was just incredible. I mean, Tim is incredible. Absolutely incredible.
That's great. That's great. Yeah. So, as you said, you've collaborated with these producers. Mm-hmm. What do we see next? Or have anyone else have you collaborated with in your musical career?
I know next for this is just going to definitely be me taking the single coming out tomorrow and then maybe going out and promoting the single, maybe doing a couple of shows. Hopefully 2 shows this summer. And but I really haven't really collaborated with too many other people. I mean, I'm just Yvette. I'm just, I've been on stage, did Women Helping Women, over in Chestertown, Maryland, on stage, and just did, really a lot of cover tunes, but never really have I done really anything like this where I've actually, they saw me, they heard me and said, Yvette, we want to sign you as our first artist on our Jemai Love label. And I was like, wow. So yeah, so that's big. That blows my mind. It blows my mind. So.
And audience, she's being modest here because last year she tore up Bobby Caldwell's song last year at the Avalon. So she's being modest.
I am.
With us on that. But
I'm very humble.
And she did that with jazz saxophonist Anthony Cannon. So
yeah, I forgot all about that. Yes, I did collaborate with Anthony Turk Cannon, his band, last year, and Anthony asked me to come on and do sing 2 songs. I think I did Bobby Caldwell, What You Won't Do for Love, and then I did Anita Baker's Angel, which I love to sing. I love doing that. And then I did a Irma Thomas song with them as well. It went great at the Avalon Theater in Easton. It went very, very well. Very well.
Yeah, she tore the house down. She tore the house down with that. She tore the house down. So listen, we want you to grab yourself some tea and go take somebody, share this. And, because when we come back, we're going to hear more from our special guest, Yvette here, singer, songwriter. Can you start doing some writing and all that type of stuff she's getting ready to get down and do? So We are going to be right back. We're going to take a quick break. Welcome back to the Upfront Mind, Body, and Soul, where I'm your host, Michelle Bolden Hammond, and we are here tonight with singer Yvette. He is here joining us tonight, telling us about her upcoming single that is More Today Than Yesterday. Well, what is your desire that when someone who's listening to this, Yvette, what do you want for them to connect with?
I want them to be able to connect with the words, because it's almost like that first time love, that someone falls in love. First time, I kiss your lips, my mind starts to wander. And it's just like being able to connect with that person that you first fell in love with, or someone that you're actually seeing, and you're just in love, and you don't want to let them go. And yeah, I'm hoping they're able to connect it on that level. Yeah.
Maybe some new relationships might come from out of that. How about it?
Hopefully, yeah, for me, yeah. But anyway, anywho.
Anyway, moving forward, we don't know. All right, listeners. All right. So
that's God's will. So it's like, okay. Exactly. All right.
All right. So as you said earlier, earlier on before we took the break, that during this initial process, there was, some new stuff that you hadn't did before. Explain how exciting it was for that photo session for that.
Oh man, that photo session. My cousin, Iva Jones Henry, is my stylist, and I when I told Koya, who's the co-CEO of Jemai Love Records, I said, Koya, we've got the same thought, because I definitely knew that I wanted to ask her to be my stylist. And a lot of those clothes were, a lot of my clothes. And so I already had a lot of those clothes. But the photo session was incredible, because I just said, I'm coming in here and this is new, and I'm coming in here and I'm going to have fun. And I said, turn the music up. Let's go. And I'm posing and just showing off. And I'm like, yeah, I mean, that was incredible. I've never really done a photo shoot like that before. So that was pretty fun. And being able to change in and out of outfits, and then trying to figure out what outfit would go on the album cover, the CD cover. And yeah, it was incredible. That photo shoot was incredible. So, and actually it was Tim's brother who did the photo shoot. So, and he's incredible photographer. Incredible photographer.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we're gonna be seeing it in a couple of weeks. Well, not a couple weeks, couple of days. It's gonna be released
tomorrow.
It's released. Yeah, it's released. And I'm actually, audience, we're gonna want you to go follow her, because we're gonna put up her information. This is the information, her Instagram and her Facebook, where
Yvette The
you can
Singer.
go. Yvette The Singer is her IG, and the Facebook, you can look it up, Yvette The Singer.
Yes.
And for the upcoming CD that's being released, this is where you're going to be able to go
And
and get it.
yes.
Now, I want to say, go purchase 10 of them.
Yes. Go get 20.
Go get 10 of them.
Yeah.
So I had to steal that from one of my friends,
Yeah.
Victoria, because she'll tell people, she'll have us on her show and she'll say, get 10 of them, get 10 of them. You know, I'm telling you, go buy 40 of them, you know. So that is a little bit of marketing that we're doing here. Now,
Yes.
back to your other role. Now, I'm also going to say she has a wonderful singing voice. Yes, she does.
Thank you.
But she also has a great radio voice. I tell you. And she's also a DJ. So music is all around. But Yvette, tell the audience where they can find you on Sunday night and what is the name of your Sunday night show.
Well, on Sunday nights, you can find us on WKHS 90.5 FM. And you can also stream it live at www.wkhsradio.org. And the name of the show is the Sunday Jazz Experience. We've been on this is our 6th year, which is amazing. And on Sundays from 6 to 8 p.m., we have a good time. I play everybody from Brian Culberson, Gerald Albright, Duke Ellington, Miles Davis, John Coltrane, Mesa. I play everybody in the jazz genre, whether it's acid jazz, fusion jazz, contemporary jazz. I play it all. And so we also have we do around at 7. We do a featured artist of the week that we pick out, and we learn more to teach our audience more about those individual artists, jazz artists, because a lot of people don't really know about a lot of jazz artists. They hear the jazz artists and they really don't know how they got started, or how Hank Crawford got his start, or maybe even Nancy Wilson got her start, back in the 50s and 60s. So we try to educate as well on our show. So please stop by. You're going to really have a good time. And then we cut up because we usually are always talking about food on our show. So, and my other 3 co-hosts, we really cut up. We have a good time. From 6 to 8 p.m., you're really going to have a good time on our show.
So hit her up. Sunday night jazz. Yeah,
Sunday Jazz Experience.
Yeah, I've had the pleasure of going to her spot and being there on the spot. I think it's almost time for me to come back again. I think it's time for me to get this music rolling again myself. I was
going to ask you, when are you coming back? Because I'm like, when are you coming back? So, and also too, we are live in the radio station. So it's an actual radio station at the King County High School in Wharton, Maryland. And so it's an actual student-run public radio station that's run by the students during the day when they're in school. And then in the evenings are the community shows that are run by community volunteers that have their own shows. And ours, again, is on Sunday nights from 6 to 8 p.m.
Yep. So you done heard it there. So Yvette, we almost over. I tell you, this little 30 minutes went by so quick. It went by so quick already.
Oh my goodness.
So,
okay.
I would love to hear, and I know, like you said, jazz is one of your genres, but I would love to hear like who are some of your musical influences?
Oh, wow. For me, it is Natalie Cole. It is Anita Baker. It is Aretha Franklin. It's Nancy Wilson. Just really anybody. I mean, even Jill Scott, Layla Hathaway. And for me, it's R&B, and then it's a lot of, far as for me, music is in our blood. My whole family sings. So my father sang in the local choir for like gospel men's choir for like 27 years. So I'm even into like gospel and love a lot of gospel music as well. So, and sometimes I will share that on the radio as well. So, but those are a lot of my musical influences. Again, gospel, R&B, jazz, some pop. Yeah, that's me. That's Yvette. That's me. So yeah, a lot of the female singing, and even some of the male artists as well. Luther Vandross. Um, my goodness, I can't even really pull them up. Even Charlie Wilson. Yeah, a lot of that's a lot of my influences.
I tell you what, that Bobby Caldwell, you did that thing. You did.
Yeah, let me plug him in there. Yes, Bobby Caldwell, because that what you won't do.
Yeah, you did that. But you know what? I actually had the pleasure of getting because I was looking at having him on my show. I actually was, but he was sick. This was like 2 years ago. I contacted him and his wife responded back to me.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I still have the email today. I was like, man, I would just love to have him on the show, but he passed. So yeah, but that is really because I was fascinated by that. When I found out, I was like, who sings that song? And then come to find out who it was, I was like, wow. But yeah, it's a phenomenal journey. And I will say congratulations to you.
Thank you.
I'm ready for the celebration.
Thank you.
I'm ready for the celebration.
Thank you.
And again, everyone, go here. Right on the bottom of the screen, right here. There you go. Go there to get that CD.
That CD, and I can even give you the price if they want. If they want to know how much the price of the CD is, I think, can I do that or?
Yeah, you're fine. You could
the price of the CD is $5, and again on the CD is going to be 2 tracks, the main version, and then there's also a bonus track of a jazz version that I do. That's even sexier.
Okay. Okay.
Just my voice and piano and a bass, and that's it.
Okay, now.
Oh yeah. Can't wait for you guys to hear. You're gonna love it.
I am excited. Again, I said congratulations to you again. I can't wait for the celebration party. Let's wait for the celebration party.
Yes.
Ready for that. I'm still waiting for us to collaborate. So
let's go, girl. Let's go. Let's go.
Waiting for us to collaborate.
Let's go. Let's go, sis. Let's go.
I got like 10 different things here that I just I just got to get the musicians to find the musicians again. So
let's go.
I'm ready. Take this on. But yeah. So Yvette, again, I want to say thank you for coming in and coming on Upfront Mind, Body, and Soul. This is very inspirational. And listen, audience, here we go. There it is for you, where you can go hit her up. Get it today. As I say, more today than yesterday. more today than yesterday. So there it is. She done told you what it is. That might be something to rekindle a couple of things. Some fire that's been down. Light that fire.
There you go.
More today than yesterday.
Yes.
So again, audience, we appreciate you for watching us here at Upfront Mind, Body, and Soul. And you know what? This actually is 1 week before we take a break, but you will be able to see remakes, something that you might not think you have seen. But yes, it's time to take the break. It's time to revamp. But we'll be having once a month exclusives. I haven't completely gone, but I'm definitely will be back once a month. But it's very, 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 we need a break. You got to regroup. So that I need to get back in the studio and get some money, get some monies and stuff rolling, because it all takes a lot to get back those studio times, all of that. But again, Yvette, I want to say thank you so much
Thank
for
you.
coming on.
Appreciate
And
it. Thank you.
I hope to see you soon. Again, I'm going to put this out here again, everyone. More today than yesterday. Until next week, if anyone has not told you you love, just know that you are loved here at the Upfront Mind, Body, and Soul podcast. Until next week, take care.